In Sudan's capital, worshippers gather inside a mosque to mark Eid, the end of the Islamic holy month of Ramadan. But outside, the battle between warring factions rages on. I don't know if you can hear it, says this woman, but there's the sound of gunfire with Eid prayers. Sudan's army and a rival paramilitary group known as the Rapid Support Forces, or RSF, are fighting for control of the country. The conflict already claiming hundreds of lives. Military leaders had agreed to hand back power to civilian groups after the ouster of former President Omar al-Bashir in 2019.
It's just horrifying to see what's happening, all of the promises of the revolution led by so many women and citizens, ordinary people just wanting a change, and then to have the military take over.
As part of a transition to democracy, the army and the RSF were supposed to merge. Disagreements last week about how that would happen triggered the fighting. The UN says hospitals have also come under fire, making a bad situation much, much worse.
Sudan already has one of the highest rates of malnutrition among children in the world. And we've now got a situation where critical life-saving support for around 50,000 children is at risk.
They wanted to do an event.
10,000 kilometers away, Sudanese students in Toronto have snapped into action, working to send desperately needed medical supplies back home.
I have a 78-year-old grandmother, and I have very young cousins as well, and I know my grandmother doesn't have access to the medical attention that she would need.
Abdelrazik's family barricaded themselves in their home. Bullets fly through their windows, he says.
I just really wish that my cousins and my family could have a normal Eid.
Something many Sudanese people yearn for this Islamic holiday as they watch their country being torn apart. Idil Musa, CBC News, Toronto.